Let's the review of Pixel Experience Plus 16th May update on Poco X2. Now let's skip to the about phone. As you can see, the Android version is Android 11, the security pairs are 5ME, the kernel version is 4.14 kernel, that is Sigma kernel 5.0. Now let's see some customizations. So in network and geo, down here in advanced section, you get volt, and the symbol of volt is not showing. In hotspot, you get Wi-Fi hotspot. In this you get USB tethering, Bluetooth tethering and Ethernet tethering. Down here you also get option of allow client to use VPN on hotspot. In connect devices and connection preferences, you get Bluetooth gas printing, fire receiver Bluetooth, Chromebook driving mode, nearby share and Android Auto. In apps notifications, you get conversations. In notifications, you get notification history and bubbles. Down here you get notification on lock screen, sensitive notifications, skip lock screen. In advanced section, you get hide silent notifications, allow notification snoozing, suggested action replies, notification dot on app icon, blink light, default, notification sound and DND. In apps notifications, you get conversations, notification, assistant. In advanced section, you get screen time, default tab, policy manager, wireless emergency alert and special app access. And in wireless emergency alerts, you get allow alert, extreme alert, severe alert, amber alert, test alert, area update broadcast, emergency alert history, in collaboration and alert reminder. In battery, you get battery saver. In this you get extreme battery saver. In this you get option of when to use. Suppose you choose always use and turn on the battery saver. All third-party apps get disabled. As you can see, in this you got option of essential apps. Suppose Amazon. Even the battery saver is on, you can still use the app. As you can see, in battery saver you get set a schedule, turn off when charge, and reduce refresh rate. That is, when the battery saver is on, the refresh rate will switch to 60 Hz. In battery you get turn on the light when charging, and the battery is pretty good. I get around 6 to 7 hours screen on time. In display, you get brightness level, dark theme, night light, adaptive brightness. In live display, you get color calibration. In advanced section, you get styles and wallpaper. In this, you get wallpaper. In wallpaper, you can use wallpaper. In styles, you can choose the accent color, font type, etc. And in grid, you can choose the grid size. Then you get rotation settings. In this, you can auto rotate screen for 0 degrees, 90 degrees, 180 degrees, and 270 degrees. Then you get colors. In this, you get natural, boosted, adaptive, and saturated. Then you get minimum refresh rate and maximum refresh rate. Down here you get lock screen. In this you get notification lock screen, skip lock screen and text on lock screen, display media cover art, display music visualizer, show lockdown option, always show time and info, left to check phone and wake screen for notifications. Then you get double to wake, double to sleep, wake on plug, prevent accidental touch, and ambient display. In ambient display, when you turn it on, you get always on gesture, wake up gesture, pick up gesture, hand wave gesture and pocket gesture. In sound, you can choose the media sounds. Then you get vibrate for calls. In advanced section, you get DND live caption. In live caption, when you turn it on, you get language, hyperfinity, show sound label and live caption in volume control. Let's turn it off. If the live caption is on, it will use more battery. At the last, you get MR and answer. When you turn it on, you get choose the headphone type and a preset. Down here you get option of enable hi-fi, that is decrease the noise and distortion and increase audio quality. In privacy, you get policy manager. In this you can allow in-app permission for certain apps. In privacy you get show password, notification on lock screen. In advanced section you get device, personalized services, app content, autofill service for Google location history, activity control, ad, etc. In security, you get screen lock, fingerprint and face unlock. But you don't get option of app locker, as you can see. In system, you get the main options. In this you get gestures. In this you get quickly open the camera. Navigation. In this you get gesture navigation, 2 button and 3 button, and it's working fine. Now gesture is selected, the back button, home button and recents. As you can see, it's working fine. And in 2 button, as you can see, the navbar comes. Even 3 button. As you can see, it's working fine. And in 3 button, you get options like compact layout, show arrow key while typing, and invert layout. And in 2 button, you get the same options. In gestures and settings, you get gesture indication, left edge, right edge, and edge touch area. Then you get lift to check phone, prevent ringing. In power menu, you get advanced restart, device control, and sensitive content. At the last, you get 3 finger screenshot. In buttons, you get navigation. In this, you get the same options. In power menu, you get the same options. Then you get end call using power button, long press for return for torch, wake device volume button, answer call using volume button, keyboard cursor control, and reorient volume buttons. At the last, you get click to partial screenshot. In status bar, you get network traffic monitor. In this, you can choose a location. In this, you get auto hide and traffic measurement units. Then you get history icons, diver to sleep, clock position, show seconds, AM, PM style, etc. Then you get battery style, battery percentage. In brightness, you get brightness slider, that is never show, show when expanded, and always show. Then you get auto brightness, brightness control. Then you get quick pull down. Down here you get choose the rows and columns in portrait and landscape mode. And recents, you get screenshot and select. For clear all, you have to go all the way back, as you can see. Now let's check the Geekbench score. The single core score is 474 and the multi-core score is 1455. Now let's say safety net and run test. As you can see, it's passed. In DRM info, at the last, as you can see, the Widevine L1 is working fine. Now let's check the Play Store certification. In Play Store and settings, at the last, as you can see, the device is certified. And this you get a stock launcher with customizations like notification DAW, at a glance, adapt to home screen, swipe test Google app, overview suggestions. In this you get suggestions in all app list, suggestion home screen and block tabs. Then you get allow home rotation and about section. In this you get the stock camera, that is this one, that is the Android stock camera. But of course, you can install GKI which I have installed, as you can see. Now let's check the call is working or not.
Unfortunately, we will be unable to service your call right now. You can contact us on jio.com or
As you can see, the call is working fine. The ROM is very smooth. I didn't face a major bug. Thank you so much for watching. I'll meet you in the next one.
What just happened?